At the end of the day, it's honestly all about the relationships that you've built and how you've given to the people around you, right? Hi, I'm Bella Lam, and I'm the founder and CEO of Coconut Whisk, and here's some shit I wish I knew. The one thing that I've learned most about my entrepreneurship journey is that I do deserve to take up space in any room that I'm in, and it's not for my own goals, it's for the people who aren't able to be in positions that I am. Being an immigrant at 6 years old and coming to America, it's been a challenge just because we grew up in a community where I didn't have a lot of Asian Americans around me or a lot of immigrants. And for a really long time, I just felt like I didn't belong. Now that I've, gone through high school and college and really stepped into myself more, I realized that my differences are my superpowers. And I wish I knew that growing up, but I didn't. I was like, wow, I really need to blend in. But I realized that it's just because my environment's just different than I am, and that doesn't mean that I'm in the wrong or anything. It's actually something that I should be super proud of. Since the beginning of our business, we've really been able to grow because of the connections we've made and me just genuinely wanting to connect with other people. I had the idea for Coconut Whisk, and at the time, I didn't have a community, but I had this vision, I wanted to build a community. And right away, I jumped onto social media and I started just documenting my journey and speaking to this audience that I felt needed that inspiration or those daily reminders, or just to see someone like me doing what I'm doing. And even though I consider myself an introvert, I don't like to walk in a room and be the center of attention. I definitely walk into networking events and I'm in the corners and I just want to meet one person that I can talk to. So social media, I feel it's definitely almost a networking thing in and of itself. And so what I do, instead of just finding people one-on-one and doing this headhunting thing, I just like to kind of show my values and show who I am and be vulnerable and open. And then people get that. People understand me and people are oh, she's actually someone I want to get to know, or wow, she's someone I want to build a relationship with. And that's where I build those connections, and that's where I organically find these relationships. It's they kind of almost come to me in a sense, and they just happen so magically because I just keep putting out my personality and just what I'm all about and what I value, and people who value those same things, they come to me as well, and we kind of just form this bond and this relationship. Your social media is your t-shirt. It's however you formulate your pictures or your captions, it's people read that, they catch on to that vibe, and if they like that, then they will approach you and they will be really attracted to you, and that's how you become a magnet for the community you want. I would tell my younger self to put myself first, and that isn't selfish. Putting myself first isn't selfish, because when I am feeling good and when I am happy with who I am, then I can give so much more to the people around me. And at the end of the day, that's what I want to do. I want to give my best to everyone around me. And I think for a long time, especially growing up, I didn't allow myself to feel happy or feel excited or pleasure or joy, because there was a guilt in me. And I think it's from cultural conditioning, where we have to work, we have to be a little hard and edgy, and we have to survive, right? And so for a long time, I felt so guilty feeling joyful or letting myself be happy, because I felt I didn't deserve it, or I didn't need it, right? I just had to work, or perform. And so growing up, I just didn't let myself do that. And so if I were to tell my younger self one thing, it's to allow yourself to be happy, lean into what brings you joy, doing yoga, listening to music, meditating, reading good books, and you don't need to be anybody else but you, and what you want is a nourishing and calm environment, and so you deserve to give that to yourself. And And so really fill your cup up, because that's how you're gonna give your all to everyone else.